everyone, welcome back to our another lesson, which is this time it's going to be about a different one, which is our auxiliary verb. So we have taken two auxiliary verbs today, which are don't and doesn't. So our job today is to find the differences between the usage of these two verbs. So first of all, let's do a comparing and contrasting between the two words at the same time so that we get a clear message and a clear picture. We go with don't first. So don't is a contraction of the word do not. So I believe you know what is the meaning of contraction. It is the short form of do not, while the doesn't is the contraction of does not. So we are still okay until here. Next one. When should I use this don't and when should I use this doesn't? I don't know the difference. I don't know how to decide when I should use them. So the first thing that we need to know is we can only highlight, only use don't or do not with your first and second person singular and plural, and not to forget your third plural. Let me tell you what is this thing. First person singular. First person singular is I. First person plural, we. Okay, many. Second person singular, you. And second person plural. If I have a lot of you in front of me, I still call them you. And third person plural, we call them they. Only when your subject pronouns consists of I, we, you, they, then only we are going to use this don't, do not. For example, I give you a negative statement because when I have seen the word not, it means this is a negative statement. So one example of negative statements, let's say I don't like seafood. Meaning I am being negative with seafood. I don't like them. I hate them. This is not something positive but something negative. So I can use don't to tell something that I hate, something that I'm not keen of, something that is negative. And I cannot use do not with other subjects other than I, we, you and they. But on the other hand, let's look at our doesn't. Something very simple here. You can only use doesn't with our third person singular. So what is third person singular? Any ideas? I can't hear you. He, she, it. Correct. So we go with he, she, and it. These are our third person singular. So let's see one example. I'm going to use the same example so we get the message very clear. Negative statements for doesn't. I don't like seafood. I'm going to use the subject he. When I'm using he, I can't use don't. I must use doesn't. Like seafood. Okay, same message, same meaning, but different subject. And because of different subject, my helping verbs, they are different. Okay, so until here, I hope you get the message very clear before we go to the next one. Because the next one, we are going to see our question form. So to start with question form, I'm going to use just one example in here so that you can generate the other examples. So let's take okay, don't you like the movie? Question mark. So this is a question, and in question my subject will come after my auxiliary verb. after my helping verb. I can't use my subject as my first word because that is not my question. That will be my statement. So I'm going to use don't for the subject you. So don't you like the movie? If I'm going to use the same message, the same question for doesn't, I cannot use you. I must use my third person singular, which are he, she, it. So I am going to say doesn't he like the movie? Question mark. So same question, same message being questioned, but different subject, and because of different subject I'm using different auxiliary verbs. Now our final touch. You have something extra with don't. That is what? Yes, command. You might ask me, what is command? I don't know what is command. Command is simply an order. If I'm saying something or I'm wanting something, I am telling a person or I am instructing a person in a very strict manner, I call that command. Example, don't touch me. I have an exclamation mark here. Don't touch me. This is a warning. This is a command. This is an instruction that I need you to follow. That is a command. Another one more example. I can say don't go out. Prohibiting a person from doing something. That is the usage of don't as a command. So, just to review again, to think again, I'm going to go through everything one more time in a very firm and short way. The differences between don't and doesn't. First thing, I can only use don't for my first and second person singular and plural together with my third person plural. But on the other hand, doesn't always goes with third person singular. And if I need to use my command, I can't use my doesn't for my command. I can't use doesn't to give instruction or to give an order or to give a warning. I can only use don't to give a command. So now, I believe after this, you can use these two words don't and doesn't in a very clear way without any single mistake, because we are very clear about a position on these two verbs. So I'm going to end until here, and we are going to meet in another one more video, upcoming one, so stay focused.